Hey y'all, it's Addi. I'm back again. And today we've got ourselves a legal showdown. Lori Vallow Daybell, our favorite doomsday diva, has filed 3 brand new motions in her Arizona case. And yes, she wrote them all by hand from her jail cell. You can practically smell the desperation ink. Let's unpack these motions one by one, along with the prosecutor's clapbacks, and see if any of this actually stands a chance in court. So first, Lori wants to preclude all evidence of phone data and text messages, specifically anything tied to Alex Cox, her brother and alleged co-conspirator. Why? Because he's dead. In her motion, Lori argues that the state can't prove Alex's intent or knowledge since he's not around to testify. She claims the phone data could have been from anyone, anywhere, who got their hands on his device. She even name drops Reali v. California, throws around the word hearsay, and claims the data violates federal wiretap laws. And yes, this is all in her jailhouse cursive. My take? Classic Lori. If you can't beat the evidence, say it's all hearsay and hope the court agrees. The state's response? Girl, please. Prosecutor Treena Kay basically says the text messages and iCloud data were all obtained legally with valid warrants. In fact, she flat out says the messages qualify as admissible under Arizona's rule because they're statements of a party opponent. And here's the kicker. This same evidence already came in during her Charles Vallow trial. Same judge, same rules. So, unless the legal universe collapses, this motion's going nowhere. Next up, Lori wants all Jeep Wrangler evidence tossed out. This is the Jeep that Alex Cox allegedly used when he fired shots at Brandon Boudreaux. According to Lori, that Jeep was unconstitutionally seized, no warrant, just vibes. She bases this on a podcast interview where a detective casually mentioned spotting the Jeep, calling Arizona, and impounding it before a warrant was issued. Cue the motion to suppress. But the state says, hold on, we had a warrant. Detective Hermosillo got it on November 1st, days before the Jeep was actually seized. Yes, there was a typo on the year. It said 2008 instead of 2018, but they fixed it immediately with a second warrant. My take? Lori's pulling at threads here, hoping one unravels the whole sweater. But if the Jeep was seized under a valid warrant, even with a typo, yeah, not happening. And finally, this one's wild. Lori wants the entire case dismissed because the state didn't preserve the Tesla door and window that were allegedly shot during the attack on Brandon Boudreaux. She argues this is crucial evidence that could have helped the defense test for bullet trajectory or residue, but all they've got are photos. So she says, game over, dismiss it. The state claps back. There was no bad faith. The Tesla wasn't preserved because it wasn't relevant to Lori's role. She didn't pull the trigger, remember? She's charged with conspiracy, not attempted murder. My take. Okay, y'all. If you were as confused as I was when the word Tesla showed up in Lori's motion, don't worry, you're not losing it. I literally had to stop and go, wait, was Lori driving a Tesla now? Did Chad manifest that in a portal or something? Spoiler, no. The Tesla belonged to Brandon Boudreaux. It's the target car, not the getaway ride. And here's a real quick breakdown to keep us all sane. Even if the Tesla was shrink-wrapped in evidence tape and rolled into court, it wouldn't prove anything about what Lori was allegedly doing hundreds of miles away. Whew, that was confusing. Let's be real for a minute, y'all. These motions are not just legal documents. They're basically a strategy manual written by Lori's best jailhouse cursive. What we're watching here isn't just a defendant exercising her right. We're watching a full-blown courtroom chess match, except Lori's trying to play checkers with a Sharpie and no rule book. She's not arguing that she didn't do anything wrong. No, she's arguing that the state can't prove it cleanly enough because the digital footprints might be muddy, the Jeep may have been snagged too soon, and the Tesla door, poof, gone. But here's the catch. None of these motions prove she's innocent. They're trying to exclude evidence that might be damaging, which, makes sense as a strategy, if the strategy is throw everything at the wall and hope something sticks. And I have to say, watching Treena Kay respond is a little like watching the school principal shut down a fifth grader's argument that the dog really did eat the homework. Calm, legal, and just absolutely unimpressed. Lori's filing motions about Alex's phone data like she didn't openly refer to him as her angelic hitman on multiple devices. She's trying to suppress the Jeep like it's some haunted vehicle that materialized out of nowhere. And don't even get me started on that Tesla door. Unless it was going to testify in court or hold up a giant I love you Lori sign, I'm not sure how it was going to help her defense. But here's what this all tells us. Lori is not just trying to fight the charges, she's trying to control the narrative. This is about discrediting the investigation one motion at a time, hoping something forces a mistrial, delays the trial, or sets the stage for appeal later. Will it work? Not likely, especially when the state already used most of this same evidence in the Charles Vallow trial and got a guilty verdict there. Same judge, same rules, same motions, new wild-eyed defenses. So yes, it's messy. Yes, it's legally fascinating. And yes, it's 100% Lori Vallow energy. Chaotic, paper-heavy, and full of what I like to call courtroom clutching at straws. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think any of these motions will stick? And if you were the judge, would you toss this evidence? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more sass and snark and courtroom breakdowns. And that's it for this recap. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for watching and supporting me. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and click the bell so you don't miss any of my recaps. And remember, stay safe, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.